girl disrespects you, you tell her, you let her know, and if she continues to, you end the relationship. You do not be in a relationship with someone who disrespects you.
I'm not turned on by a female CEO. I'm turned on when a woman is vulnerable, when a woman's soft. You know what makes men really excited about women? When they can take care of you, when they can love you and honor you and not compete with you, not have this sense that she's strong and independent, she don't need me. Men want to feel like we're needed.
A lot of guys, they get married, their wife is, quote, the boss. They ask for permission. They're worried that they're going to get in trouble when they get home. That's not the attitude to have. The reason why you're being abused and why you're dealing with this shit is because you're allowing that. If you have the attitude of, you know what, I'm a fucking man, I make my own decisions, I own my life, I don't give a fuck what she thinks, she's upset, she can be upset. Doesn't mean to be a total asshole and never like take someone's feelings into consideration. It just means to say that, you know what, when it's someone else has an emotional problem, it's their fucking problem, it's not my problem. I'm not responsible for other people's emotions. They get to feel how they want, but I'm not gonna let them treat me poorly or badly. If you're in my face and you're treating me poorly, I'm just gonna fucking leave. I'm not gonna be in the situation, I'm not gonna be in the relationship with someone who doesn't respect me.
Treat women, but women are not taught how to treat men. Isn't it sad that men are taught how to treat women right and to be respectful to women, but women are taught what to expect from men? Let's not even mention the fact that men are not allowed to expect anything from women. Just needed to expound upon this video that I did the other day because it's sadly true.
You need to stop chasing her. If she really wants you, you'll know because she will make some efforts for you. If not, don't waste your time, just move on.
I'm not trying to bully you in any type of way. This is only for educational purposes. There is very little incentives for a man to date a single mother. In this society, women say, I put my kids first. I mean, if this is true, why are you still not with the father? And if he was such a piece of shit, then why did you pick him? Most single moms are only good for one thing. And that's because the man will always come last. I find it funny these Christian women say that they're all for Jesus. However, they ignore that it's supposed to be God first, then the man, then the woman, then the kids. If you're a man and you're thinking about dating a single mom, realize that you will always come last to everything. Everything. Kids, her friends, chores, her job, her family, her fans online, other guys she's talking to online, her bad habits. This is not all single moms, but it's the majority. If you're going to mess with a single mom, do not get her pregnant.
What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up, these men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers, they're up on the power lines, in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning, this thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death, and often literally. It's very useful to tell everyone, not just men, that they have an important role to play, a necessary role, and that if they act properly and honestly and forthrightly, that they can put their lives together and they can help their families and they can make their communities better, and that that's not toxic masculinity, that appalling phrase.
This is just a heads up for women. If you play the ignoring game with a man, he might quickly turn that into the you'll never hear from him again game. That's why you don't play games.
3 things girls will tell you when they not into you. Number 1, we'll see. If a girl tell you this shit, run, stop, give it up. She don't want you. Either A, that's her way of putting you down easy, or B, you are the last resort, which means she would rather clean monkey shit before spending time with your ass. Number 2, I'm working on myself. She ain't working on a motherfucking thing. You just don't do it for her. Let me tell you something. You think if Channing Tatum or Michael B. Jordan dove in her DM, she'd be telling them that shit? Fuck no. Run. And number 3, you're such a good guy. That's code for you'll be a good guy, just not for me. You're not exciting enough. You too nice. Simp. Cuck. White knight. But hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying.
You have to believe in one thing, and that is yourself. And I'm not saying don't believe in God or what you believe in, but right now, for you to find greatness in yourself, you're not going to find it by looking in a book or by even hearing me. I may give you the spark, but you've got to go inside yourself to find it.
Male energy, male thinking, male energy is vilified, and you're taught to think there's something wrong with being masculine. This is not a bad thing. Male does not equal evil. Just because there are evil men, they are evil men. Doesn't mean all men are evil. There's evil women too.
But I don't know if I'm capable of loving a good guy.
Fellas, listen, I have nothing against that woman. She's a great girl. But I want you to see the comments in this video. Story of my life. I think about this all the time. New fear unlocked. Oh my God, same. When they're too nice, I push them away. I feel you, girl. Like, come on. I say this in my videos all the time. When girls are young, ages 17 to 24, 25, they push away the nice guy for Tyrone and Big Dick Randy. And when they grow older, they go back to the nice guy who bought them flowers and bought them coffee for first period high school English class. That's who they go back to. So nice guys, you won't have her right now. You'll have her when she's 35 and 40. So if you don't want to change your approach because you want to be a good guy, keep doing it. But hey, she'll leave you for Big Dick Randy and Tyrone.
No, don't.
The comments on that from women are so embarrassing. You should leave him. He needs to pay more attention to her. This, and that. Y'all ladies will sit on your phones all day, sit on Facebook, sit on TikTok. You'll sit in the room and you'll stay quiet. You won't go up to him and say, hey, can you get off the game and we can go do something? You just sit there and suffer in silence and then do shit like this thinking it's okay. It's not. That's something he cares about. How about he goes in and fucks up all your makeup? Or tears up a book you have or something. Y'all would lose it. How about you open up communication? Hey babe, you've been playing for a long time today. I want to go on a walk, or I want to go to the beach, or I want to go to the mall together. Let's do something together. And I guarantee you your dude would save his game and then y'all would go do something together. That's what I asked my husband. Hey, can you get off? Can we go do something? 99.99% of the time he does it. That shit right there is toxic as fuck.
No talking, no laughing, just chuggy phrases. Dog mom. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. What's your Hogwarts house? Lols. It's wine o'clock. OMG, I love pink Moscato. I did a thing. Hashtag feeling 22. But first, coffee. Girl boss. Don't talk to me until I've had my morning coffee. But it was different.
I know that I do sex work, but why do you guys have to be so creepy? Your job is literally to please them. Yeah, but they could be respectful about it. That's not a respectful job. Yeah, we should be respected though. I don't know what kind of men you think you're attracting while doing that. Should be respectful ones. When you have a picture of your butt out, what do you want them to say? Well, I don't know, like that it looks nice or something. What?
have autism. What can I do to improve with girls?
You don't have autism. Everyone thinks they have autism. There is no spectrum. If you're autistic, you're not watching this and you're not typing this. Biggest thing I tell guys, I don't care if there is something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. That's the mindset that you have to have, because it doesn't matter, because whatever is wrong with you, you can't fix and you can't change. You have to throw away all excuses, valid or not, and just pretend like you don't have whatever the problem is. You're using it as a crutch and as an excuse. That's why I don't accept any kind of mental disabilities, because they're used as a crutch. It doesn't help you in any way. People want to label this stuff as if it's not normal, but it is normal. It's normal to be nervous, to be around people. It's normal to be scared to go and talk to girls, but you have to have courage and overcome this. Anyone who has developed a skill set has faced that fear. Look at it from that perspective instead of thinking there's something wrong with you.
Say there's a woman in a room with 10 men, and all 10 men are telling her how beautiful she is and how amazing she is, and they're lighting her cigarette and buying her drinks and just treating her like gold. Then, all of a sudden, in walks the 11th man. He takes one look at her and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Turns his back on her and starts talking to his boys. That's the guy she wants to be with, the 11th man. Not any of the 10 men who were treating her well all night, but the one guy who couldn't care less. For some reason, women don't want nice. They don't want real. They don't want to be treated well. And I think that's crazy. And I refuse to play that game. Get a girl by pretending that I don't like her. I want to be with a woman who's real, who digs it when I'm nice to her, who doesn't see that as weakness or take me for granted when I tell her that I think she's more amazing than anything else in the entire world. But fortunately, most women aren't like that. They say they are, and deep down inside, they want to be, but they're not.
Here's what the scripture says. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. Didn't say he that finds a girl that he's attracted to, who he then begins to date, who he then calls his girlfriend, who he then buys a ring, proposes, and makes her his fiance, who he then marries later, who becomes his wife. You're not a wife when I marry you, you're a wife when I find you. You become my wife when I marry you. But a wife is not the presence of a ring, it's the presence of your character. Too many women want to be married, but you're walking in the spirit of girlfriend. Ask the Lord to deliver you from that spirit and carry yourself like you're already taken. And I promise you, when you carry yourself like a wife, a husband will find you. But if you keep walking like a girlfriend, boys will play with you. 1 Kings 17.